Oh boy. Does anyone ever read through these? Like, does anyone ever read through these whole things? The only time I've ever read through a license agreement or something along those lines is when I was worried that I had violated them when I lost a credit card or something. Anyway, greetings and salutations. I'm Ekamac. This is Let's Play Spyro Reignited Trilogy. And I don't know, I think I always like picking the middle slot in these games. We're gonna start out with a childhood friend for my next Let's Play. Yeah. In the world of dragons. I miss the old loading times. I don't think they were this obnoxious.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Okay, I just realized, compared with the other dragons, Spyro seems so dull for a purple dragon. Rescued Nesta.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. You get out of the way. You give me that, but... What I mean is, they've got shirts and jackets and timepieces and all sorts of stuff in her designs, but Spyro's still just Spyro. It's almost a letdown, really. I am going to be getting everything, but not necessarily everything in the hub world until I'm about to leave it. 100% playthrough, y'all. Skill point acquired. That's right. They also have skill points. But, you know, I do have a confession to make. I did actually play through and beat this in the entire first game when it came out. Not on this PlayStation though, so I do have that under control. And I will still be getting achievements and such, but yeah. This game makes you such a meanie to the small animals.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. That animation actually changes slightly if you do actually finish one of the other worlds first. One thing that I miss is Spyro's hover. He's got an immediate drop, but he doesn't have his hover. And with all that said, let's tackle the first level. This is a very bright and cheerful game, gotta admit. And on the screen we can flap wings, we can spin left and right, we can tilt his flight, and just breathe fire. Ooh. This isn't the first game I had on the PlayStation, or my first Spyro game. My first was actually the second game, because I guess it got bought by accident. But still, it's a bright game. I actually think it's quite different to the others because it's less about the characters living in each world and more about exploration. I also remember that they did actually give you the 10 fodder for an extra life thing in this game, so that's nice. Now, first thing I want to do is go straight to the end of the level. I know that's kind of silly, but hear me out on this. Jump over this side to the beach. That's quite a steep drop off for a beach. And we get a key, so yeah, I don't want to have to come hunting for this later. Just want to find the chest and be done with it.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
Oh boy. One thing that I'm not looking forward to is that this game does now have autosaving. And after, Sexy Brutale gave me lots of trouble with the capture software and the computer constantly crashing, so it'll be a lot more work if I end up messing up an episode on this game, I can say that. Oh, one thing I love, rolling is back. It's pretty useless, and in fact it's more useless than it was in the original. But it's back, and it's just a little thing that entertains me. They really do keep true to the source of the original songs, don't they? I have all the original songs somewhere in my collection of computers over the years I've had, and
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet!
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
I guess they can't go with triangle and square buttons since this is a multi-platform game, but yeah. Action button mid-flight, drop immediately. It's not a hover, I wish it was. But we don't get that till Spyro 2. Now, what was I talking? Oh yeah, I did want to mention that he's a obviously painted dragon, but the captured dragon design is just so much more interesting than Spyro's is, unfortunately. I actually remember spending quite a bit of time hunting down each and every gem on this level in my practice run. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, so I was talking about music. I did actually download the tracks for the original Spyro games, and I even put them on my phone so I can listen to them on the go, and absolutely sure there's much difference between them, honestly. But then this is one of the quieter, less... oh, let's go with less memorable tracks. I mean, that's not probably the best way to call it, because you can... anytime I listen to a Spyro track, I immediately know, yeah, that's Spyro music. It's more... this isn't one of the standout tracks that really make you want to listen to it non-stop. And what do you have to say, Linda?
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I don't know, it might be a bit difficult actually, but no. That's just me trying. Isn't he the guy who got all the dragons turned into crystal in the first place? Open sesame.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Coffee dragon. Okay, coffee dragon. Big and strong, sure, whatever. I don't drink coffee or tea or anything, I just have water. But you do you. Now, I remember I saw the crystals for just a second when I was down in the center of the area. I can't remember, were the hills like this in the original Spyro? It's kind of an obnoxious thing to have, really. So then I saw them down, well, more up, but yeah, they're right here. Oh dear. Can't use the Sparks point out crystal ability in this game. Oh. Hi. 200 out of 200! This was a very short episode. I really do regret just playing through the entire thing straight through, because I don't have my first impressions of each part of it anymore, and worse is that well, I guess not worse is that I get all these crystals quickly on screen, but... where was I going with that thought? I think these guys are a bit harder to take down this time, but maybe I'm just misremembering. This is a very short episode. But yeah, I don't want to push too hard. So, until next time guys, take care. I'll see you all around. I'm really glad to have this game back again guys.